Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, all you anti-woke thought criminals. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Here we go again. White House announces sale of additional 20 million barrels of oil from Strategic Petroleum Reserve. This is Biden administration's fifth announcement. Sale of oil from Strategic Petroleum Reserve. This is from Fox Business. Here we go again. The White House announced Tuesday the Department of Energy will be issuing a notice to sell 20 million more barrels of oil to the Strategic Petroleum Reserve as part of the Biden administration's effort to bring gas prices down. That's not what it's supposed to be used for, but that's another issue for another time. I'm not a lawyer on such matters. I've read the actual 1975 Act, and it's so poorly written as the powers of the president that you can almost put anything you want into it. This makes the fifth such sale that President Biden has authorized. The White House continued to blame disruptions posed by Russian invasion. That is total, out and out, pure, 100% bull. For the high prices, while claiming that Biden's administration's actions are making a tremendous difference. You know, it's funny. They went from the president has no say over global prices and the price of gas to the Biden administration's actions are making a tremendous difference. Which one is it? And the sad part is there are tens of millions of Americans that believe this horse. In fact, the Department of Treasury estimates that as a result of these drawdowns, both domestically and internationally, the price of the pump is up to about 40 cents per gallon, lower than it otherwise would have been, the White House said in its announcement. But just 2 weeks ago, it said it had no control over it at all. I live in upstate New York, not New York City. Half of the state tax, I believe it's either 16 or 18 cents is half, has been waived until January 1 of next year. So a lot of the places have just taken the tax off. That's where a lot of the drop has gone. And I was told by a person that works in Albany, I know some political people because I used to be elected city council member in the 2000s, so I still know some people. That lousy 16, 18 cents just for a few months till January 1 is going to cost the state $585 million in revenue. And that's just New York. While gas prices are down significantly since a recent national average price of more than $5 in June, the average as of Tuesday is still $4.32.7. Now, I just gassed up tonight, as a matter of fact, here in upstate New York. And I believe regular gasoline was $4.49. $4.79 for the middle grade, and for what they used to call high test, I think it was 5 and change. Maybe $5.13, $5.03, I don't remember. Compared to $3.15 1 year ago, and approximately $2.39 when Biden first took office. Oh, gosh. Republicans slammed the White House, after previous sales from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, after it was known that millions of barrels were sent to Europe and Asian countries, including China. My understanding, I could be wrong, it goes to the highest bidder. But I would assume, reading the gobbledygook that is the 1975 Strategic Oil Reserve legislation, that they can turn down some sales if they so choose. Apparently, when it goes to China, they choose to sell it. And that is a fact. American people deserve answers to why our emergency reserves are being sent to foreign adversaries like the Chinese Communist Party, compromising our energy security and national security. That's a fair point. They can say no to the sales to China. The White House also announced that the Department of Energy is proposing a rule change regarding how the federal government acquires oil for the Strategic Reserve. Always new rules to fit your narrative and fit your... it's amazing to me. The new rule, if adopted, would permit fixed price contracts as well as index price contracts. The current rule requires purchase prices to be set by a price index, with a price paid being based on market prices at the time of delivery. Yeah, you only pay for what it's worth currently. Now they're going to start fixing the prices. This proposal, finalized as proposed, would encourage near-term production, promote market stability, and put the federal government in a better position to respond to the future market volatility, the White House said. Not the oil people, not the experts. What the White House said. It's amazing to me. It is truly amazing. I haven't checked and done any research on what percent of our strategic oil reserves is left. I believe when Trump was in office, he made the claim it was 100% full. That's not really true, but close enough because it was 95% full when Trump was in office. And he wanted to replenish the other 5%, but the Democratic-controlled House said no. Isn't that interesting? So here we are, another 20 million barrels leaving U.S. soil. The only conclusion I can come to is they need the cash, which they always do because we run huge deficits. But I think even more importantly, all oil transactions around the world are done with U.S. currency, the petrodollar, which is U.S. currency. And I'm sure these transactions are done with the petrodollar, i.e. U.S. currency. It keeps a lot of the currency out of the United States, which props up the dollar from collapsing. Because it's just fiat currency. There's nothing to back up the trillions of dollars they pumped in the system. They don't even print the money anymore. They just do it electronically. They push a button, and there's $1 trillion put in the system. It's unbelievable. I think that's to help the petrodollar from collapsing. That's just my opinion. I can't think of any other reason. Of course, some think it's to enrich China as a payback for what the Bidens got. That might be partially true as well. But we'll have to see. Maybe we'll find out why. Maybe we won't. Who the hell knows? This, folks, is alarming. This is how desperate they are. They must have some internal polls that are really, really bad, the Democrats. And usually, as a rule, either party, Republican or Democrat, when they have internal polls, they're usually a lot more accurate than the national polls as a rule. Not always, but vast majority of the time. And their poll numbers have to be in the toilet to be this desperate. We'll have to see. What do we have here? We have August, September, and October. We have 100-odd days left till the midterms. Who the hell knows what's going to happen until then? Until the next time, goodbye, and definitely good luck.